What up, world? Welcome to another episode of RMT. That's Real Man Talk. It's your boy, Stan the Man. I got my boy EIG in the building.
Yeah. What up, man? We good?
Yeah, we good, man. So we about to come today with another conversation piece. But before we get into that conversation piece, y'all already know we got that shout out section. Yes, sir. Shout out, man. And before any further ado, man, I'm gonna let you go first, man. I'm gonna get a little of this H2O in me, man, and I'm gonna let you go.
Man, go ahead and hydrate, man. I got you. So, shout out first off to the viewers, listeners, supporters, everybody out there. That if you're taking any time out for us, shout out to you. But on my special shout out today, man, just shout out to my grandma, Barbara Nelson. Her birthday, man, we celebrated. It was a great time, man. It was just good for family to come together. But I want to give a special shout out to her. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. You got a lot of life ahead of you, Granny. So shout out to my granny today, man.
Shout out to Grandma, man. Shout out, Grandma. Happy birthday to you. Happy belated, because it's going to be after your birthday. But happy belated to you from Stan the Man and absolutely from RMT. Shout out to Grandma,
No doubt.
So, man, I'm going to sneak in there and give a shout out. So I want to give a shout out to every city, every country, and everybody that's tuning in, that's listening to RMT. If you want to comment on any of the platforms, if there's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever you come in at, we really appreciate the likes, the shares, and the comments as well. So thank you all for tuning in. So we got that out the way, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, man, today we're going to talk about bumps in the road.
Bumps in the road. Bumps in the road.
You driving down the road, you might be cruising, right? Might got your favorite tunes on. You sitting back and the air. I mean, I ain't gonna say the air. Just say the windows down. It's cool.
Okay.
It's about 70 degrees. You can crack the windows. No pollen.
Okay.
No mosquitoes.
It's getting good.
No mosquitoes. And you cruising. You're feeling good. Just got paid. Got a few dollars out in your pockets after you paid all your bills. Everything is lovely. And man, you go down the road and you run into that pothole. Boom. Man, you hit the pothole so much it jerk you to the front of the dashboard. Blow out your tire. You be like, oh man, I had a great day going. I had a great day going, and I bumped into that pothole, ran over that pothole, and look at this now, man. I gotta fix this tire. And that happens to us in life as well. Right. That time that I thought I was gonna graduate from high school, but it's some stuff happened at the house, and I wasn't able to graduate from high school, man. I was going to college, but when I went to college, I had to leave college because I got pregnant. I had to leave college because mom and daddy needed my help. They got sick.
Right.
And we have all those things that come up that we don't know it's coming, and we can't stop it from happening. So before I even get any deeper in this, man, I want to bring you in. And you always do, man. And I want you to give me your take on bumps in the road, man.
Hey, bumps in the road, man. we all got that. I mean, I don't think there's anybody out there that can really say, I don't have bumps in the road,
Right.
But I think this topic today, man, is really dealing with us, and it's telling us more how to live with what really is, to live with what is, how to be okay when stuff happens, because we let those little bumps in the road really like send us down a spiral. And you think something life-changing was happening, but it's really small, in comparison to life. You know what I mean?
Right.
In comparison to how we should be thinking. I mean, that's not to say that, hey, bills, car breakdowns, relationship problems, sickness, little things that happen, man, that's little bumps in the road. But it's really just a charge to us to, man, be able to, not fall apart through it all. Every day ain't peaches and cream. Every day ain't, rainbows and Skittles. But,
Right.
We can't make the little things seem really big. We something small like a beef, a problem with somebody.
Yeah.
We really blow that thing up. We done called 6, 7 people. I had to tell them, talk about it.
Right.
Man,
Right.
she said this, he did that. We ain't letting it go. It's a week later, we still talking about it.
Still talking
That's
about
taking something small, like a bump in the road, and making it a mountain to climb, man. So, man, hey, this topic,
Hey, he said a mountain to climb.
man. It really is that when we see what we really struggle with daily, it's really petty things, man.
Yep.
It's really small stuff. It's things that can upset us, but man, at the end of the day, they're small things, and that's why I feel like they're called bumps in the road, because we're able to get over them. It maybe shook the car a little bit, rattled, but we can be okay, man. So I'm gonna let you get some of this, man.
Yeah, man, because one thing that I like what you said. I wrote it down. Is how to be okay when something happens. And I think those bumps in the road, they are learning blocks. They're learning blocks for what's to come. And so if I'm younger, just say I'm in my teens and I have a flat tire. And so when I'm younger, my pops taught me how to change a flat tire when I was younger. Right? It might be somebody there to teach you how to change a flat tire when you're younger. And I was grateful to have a fantastic dad that taught me. And so next time that I run into a flat tire, it's not that big of an issue because it's something I know how to do. I think when we run into something, if we haven't been taught and we run into it, it's a little bit bigger than what we think it is because we never encountered it before. And so when it's a problem or a situation that we run into that we haven't encountered before, it look huge to us. But if it's something we've been through before, we'd be like, oh, okay, man, I can change the tire. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing, this happened before. I done had to walk to work before. This happened,
Right.
I done had to go without this and that, I done did that before. It's okay.
Man, that's true, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but when you encounter something that you never encountered before, just say that a loved one passed away. And a lot of folks be like, that is a big issue. That is a big issue. Absolutely it is. Because sometimes stuff that happens in your life, you could never be prepared for it, regardless of what somebody tell you, what somebody show you, or what somebody teach you. You'll never be prepared for that bump in the road. I don't care how much schooling you had, how much information, how much training you had. If that situation occur, and it might take you out the game for a little while. You might be on the side of the road, getting yourself together, but you're able to get back in the game. And so as we travel through life and we have our difficulties, we have these situations that come up, man, they can take us, you can either learn from those situations or they can hold you back to not trying stuff again. Because I done had people to say, when I was younger, this happened to me, so now I don't want to try this.
Right.
Because certain situations happened to me when I was younger. That bump in the road kept me from doing something now in my life because I'm scared about what happened before. So let me sit right there for just 1 second. Let me sit right there for 1 second, because we can run and we can encounter some things that we can be fearful of when we was younger. But when we got older and we experienced different things, it can help us in that situation from what we previously experienced. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And so now we run into it. We might not have all the skills needed, but we got some of the skills that we have learned along the way that can help us through this situation now. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Doc. Hey, that was good, man. You know, you talked about the new problems, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know, it's called bumps in the road for a reason. You know how you were saying
Mm-hmm.
nobody's planning. You're not waiting and hoping and already know when something gonna happen that kind of get you out of shape, right? It's a
Yep.
bump in the road. We didn't know it was there. And
Yep.
so we make new problems seem like they're huge problems. Like you were saying, man, anything new, it's like
Mm-hmm.
fear automatically comes in, and you know, it's like, oh my God, you know what I
Yep.
mean? I ain't know what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's true, man. We had to know that just because we haven't faced it before, don't mean we had to make it. You know, like it's Goliath we got to defeat. You know,
Yeah.
so
Uh-huh.
hey, man, I just want to tap in on that, man. That was huge, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the unknown, you know,
Yep.
uncomfortable situations that
Mm-hmm.
always shakes us up, man. Always throw us off our pivot.
Mm-hmm.
And when we can, you know, start to view things and view ourselves a certain way, hey man, we'll never lose that pivot foot. You know, something might happen.
Yeah.
We
Uh-huh.
might have to, you know, but we
Bobby
won't
Wade.
lose that pivot, man.
Yeah.
So, hey,
That's
true
good.
words of wisdom there, Doc.
Oh yeah, man. Another thing I want to touch on was like, you speak on never losing your pivot, and man, I'm gonna speak about myself when I talk about fear.
Okay.
So when we first started doing the podcast, we were just doing audio, right?
Right.
So it wasn't nobody seeing us, so it was easy for me to post those things because it wasn't nobody actually seeing me, you
Right.
know. But when we started recording, I'm gonna say like I think it was probably maybe 2 months before I posted anything of us actual the visuals,
Mm-hmm.
and that came from my own personal fear. Like, look, okay, I've been posting stuff, but this is my personal stuff. Like Erica Badu said, man, I'm
Right.
a podcaster and I'm sensitive about my but I talk to people like, just say that if you want to do a podcast,
Okay.
when you first start posting it, it might seem awkward. You might get one view. I mean, you might be better than me. You might get 10,000. You might get 1,000,000 views. But it was hard me posting. I'm getting 0 views,
Yeah.
getting 0 likes,
Right.
ain't nobody watching your stuff. You know what I'm saying? And for you to continue to post through that, continue to get on here and record, and continue to EI sitting up here. He encouraging, man, keep on posting, man. Keep on posting. It's gonna be good. We
Yeah.
gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
man, we only got 5 views, man. Keep posting. Because I was looking at it the wrong way.
Mm.
The bump in the road was me being selfish. It wasn't about
Mm.
who I can help by posting this. After
Mm.
I got myself out the way, that bump in the road was me. Now
Wow.
I can put the people in front and give what I'm actually trying to do is help people. So
Mm.
once I got past me and I started want to help you or help whoever listening,
Right.
then I was able to post more freely. Then I was able to post whenever. It's like I'm coming up with a game plan. I'm finna post this, I'm finna post that, because this is gonna
Mm-hmm.
help people.
Right.
Not to get out there to make me look good, not to get out there to
Yeah.
make EI look good. It ain't
Right.
for us to look good. It's actually when you come to a bump in the road, you can put in some RMT and listen to one of these subjects that we speaking on, and it can help you out. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so
Absolutely.
that's just something that I want to share. So anybody, anything you want to start out there, it's a podcast. If you want to do YouTube videos, if you want to be a personal trainer, if those things, don't let that fear hold you back, and don't let yourself hold you back, being that bump in the road. You consider what other people need and helping other people out, and that'll help you with getting over that bump.
Yes, sir. That's good stuff right there, man. We need to chew on that, man. Yeah, that's good meat. That's good meat. That.
Yeah, man. And so, man, that was that's one of the biggest things. But man, I ain't gonna, man, I ain't gonna hog the mic, man. He got get in there, man, because
That's good stuff, man. Hey, you
Cool.
with it, bro? Hey, he got a triple double tonight, man. Go on with it, man. But
man, okay, yeah. And so it's just, man, that when we start to encounter, different things, and even though, like we said, you haven't experienced that before, you haven't went through those things before, that's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. And this the kicker part. If you run into a minor inconvenience, if you run into a bump in the road, if you run into those things, if you make a mistake when you try to solve it, it's okay, because you never experienced that.
Right.
It's okay, because if all of us was perfect, if I was perfect, it'll be room to judge. I done messed up on a lot of things. I done said a lot of things. It's things that I done did when something happened. I totally messed it up. Totally messed it up. But they didn't stop me from next time something happened from making a decision. Right. Because sometimes we make a decision and that bump in the road. I'm going to say this. While I was out there drinking, I made a lot of bad decisions. Might have been drinking and driving, but I was blessed enough that I didn't have an accident. Well, I had an accident. I had an accident, but didn't nobody get hurt. Man. I had a couple of scratches. My car was beat up. I couldn't even, the driver's side, I couldn't even get in on the driver front and on the rear. I couldn't even get in the car. I had to get in on the opposite side of the car. Man. You know what I'm saying? But didn't nobody get hurt. But that was my decision. Yeah. To drink and to drive. That was my decision. Yeah. But after that, I was still drinking and driving, making dumb decisions. You see what I'm saying? Man. Still drinking and driving. But I learned my lesson. And so now I can come to you and say, I was over in that quicksand. I was being a fool out there drinking and driving. I ran into my bump in the road and I didn't stop. Right. After I ran into my bump in the road, I didn't stop. Right. I kept on doing it. Even though I made that mistake, I kept on doing it. Even after I made that mistake. And so I'm telling you, even if you make a mistake and you didn't get it right, you still got time. I'm not going to say that you're going to be blessed to have as much time as me to get it right. You might not be as fortunate. But I'm saying, while you have time, try to get it right while you got time. You see what I'm saying? Because even though I kept drinking and driving, God spared my life. And eventually, I got it together. But, but you can continue to make those mistakes with those bumps in the road. And if you don't learn from them, if you don't grow from them, you're going to continue to be the same person, and the same thing going to continue to happen over and over again. Man. So I just say, whatever bump in the road that you have, whatever situation that occur that you can't figure it out or you made a mistake, just continue to review the mistake that you made. Yeah. Even if you got to write it down, because sometimes it don't become real unless we write it down or we hear somebody tell us what we did wrong. Then it really becomes real. Then you can understand, okay, this is where I messed up at. Right. This is where I was messing up at. And once you figure out, okay, I tried it this way, it didn't work. So let me try something else to see if this worked. Now this is starting to work. And that's the way to go. You see what I'm saying? So, man. Hey,
that's good stuff, man. Hey, you on the roll tonight, man. What's in that cup over there, man?
Man, look, H2O, man. That's all, man. But look, man, it's NASA, man. So I'm out of this world tonight, man.
That's what it is, man. You drinking that space juice, man. Let me get some of that, man. Nah, but really, honestly, man, you know, like bumps in the road. Like I said, we all have them.
Yep.
We all have them, but we really just have to know the art of not making, you know, minor things major. You know what I mean? We make
Yep.
minor problems major problems,
Mm-hmm.
and when we do that, man, with everything, honestly, there's no problem that's major. If you're existing and you're breathing here, man, any problem you can get through
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Any problem you can make it through. We just have to weather all those emotions that come through. You know,
Mm.
we had to weather. Hey, sometimes relationships go sour because of that, and that's
Mm.
okay. That's okay. Things change. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lifestyles and careers change, man, but never
Mm.
call anything a major problem because you just kind of
Mm-hmm.
speaking and agreeing that it's major.
Yep.
It's always good to call it, hey, I got a bump in the road. This is
Yep.
minor. At least there, I'm already sending the message out that, hey, I'm going to overcome this.
Yep.
I'm already putting my mindset right that, hey, I'll get through this. I'll
Yep.
get through some heartache. I'll
Yep.
get through even depressions and sicknesses. I'll get through whatever. If you
Yep.
can at least start speaking that, you know, speaking it is the first part of it, man. You know, you just, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I got a problem right now. Yeah, my car broke down. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a diabetic, but you know, it's a
Mm-hmm.
bump in the road,
Yep.
and I'll get through this. So that's what I encourage us to do, man, is to just, even if we don't feel that way, speak on it that way. You know,
Yep.
don't call it major. If you still breathing, it's always minor. So
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, man, that's good, man. It's always minor, never
always minor.
major. It is always minor, never major.
That's
You
right.
know, and I think if we take that mindset for any little thing that we run into,
Mm-hmm.
you know, any little thing that we run into, we take that mindset. I think that'll give us enough to fight through that situation.
Right.
You know, and give
Right.
us enough faith to fight through that situation. And I know a lot of people like, listen, man, like you were saying that I lost my job, I did this. There's a lot of different things come up. And I'm gonna say this to y'all. Don't think because me and EI on here and we talking about different things, don't think that we don't go through stuff. Don't think that when we get on here, like we not experiencing life as well. Don't think a lot of times that we get on here like we don't be sad, we won't be going through stuff, we won't be hurt, we won't feel pain. Don't think that we got it figured out or that we perfect,
Not at
you
all.
know, because we got situations, we got problems, we got stuff that we dealing with personally. And but
Right.
when we get on here, hey, we're gonna get on here and we handle business and we're gonna help the people. But the same time that we talking about these different things, we experiencing things as well. You
Yep.
know, we're going through those things as well. But we able to the stuff that we're going through, we giving it to y'all for you in order for it to help you. You know, that be the biggest thing. But don't think for 1 second like if me and EI got everything together. Like I'm not perfect. EI, you perfect?
No, no, brother.
See, he not perfect either. So ain't none one of us perfect, and both of us go through stuff. We got family, you know, we got kids, we got wife, we got family members, we got
Man.
all type of things that's going on, you know. And a lot of times, I'm gonna say this too, as when people look to you as a leader, it's a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more because if you the head of your household, you might be a supervisor at your job. You might be that family member everybody come to, or you might be that man that other men like to come to because they comfortable speaking with you about a situation, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and they might be coming to you when you be like, man, who can I go to? I ain't got nobody to go to. You know what I'm saying? Who can
Right.
I go to?
Right.
And a lot of times, you know, I ain't gonna say that it'd be a lot, but that'd be a bump in the road for us too. Cause I know I used to go to my pops. You know what I'm saying? That be and now, you know, I ain't got that at all, you know. And so that was a little bump in the road for me. But look, I'm gonna say this. even though I run in there, I learned how to deal with it.
Man.
You know, I learned how to deal with it. Am I saying I done got over it? Nope. But I learned how to deal with it. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's one of the things there. But man, yeah, I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna let you hold on, because I got this. Hold on 1 second. Shoot, let me get this right here.
Go ahead, Doc.
Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So we good, man. Good. Man, at this time, what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna let the top back.
Hey.
And get off on this exit, man. Make this left. Let the windows down. We're gonna cruise around here to Eat Eyes Corner.
Yeah. Thank y'all. Once again, y'all back hollering at me on the corner. So you know that means it's gonna be quick, right? We don't need a lot of attention. So shout out to y'all for stepping in with me for this segment. But this wouldn't go right if I didn't do it the right way. And I gotta do it the right way, so that's always the black and yellow way. Still a nation. Where y'all at, man? Come on. Come on, man. Holler at me in the comments. Anything. Still a nation. Let's go. Now, hey, and Stanley, man, I want to commend you, man. You did, hey, I ain't have to tell the producers to cut your mic off during this segment, man.
Hey, man, I've been chilling, man. I've been chilling.
Hey, the people.
I've been chilling, man. You know, y'all ain't made no noise, so you know.
Hey, this is how we do. This is how we do, man. So let's keep it rolling, man. Hey, real quick, I saw a post, man, that said a job. Okay, hold on. Let me start this right. Let me ask you a question, man.
Go ahead.
If it was a job paying you $80 an hour to work at a cemetery, cleaning up, man, making sure doing whatever. I don't know, what the details in it was, but But you can only work at night. Ain't no daytime working. You only work on the moon now.
Right.
$80 an hour. Would you do it, man? Come on.
$80 an hour. Like what all now in the detail, like do I gotta dig any graves? Like what's gonna be the work?
Nope. You ain't gotta dig no graves.
Okay.
But you're gonna be out there. Now you're gonna have to be out there cleaning out, you see trash out there, get the trash up, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be kind of tough because I ain't gonna be able to see the trash, man. You know,
we're gonna give you lights. We give you all the lights you need.
Hey, I'll be honest, man. It's gonna be tough for me to take that job, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, okay. Hey.
I'll be honest with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be like, oh man, I'll do it, man. Nah, I ain't gonna say that, bro.
Nah, don't lie to the people, man.
I ain't gonna say that, man. I would keep it real. Now, I don't think I take that job. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, bro.
Okay, well, hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. The only way I would take that job is if I ain't got no options. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I can't go rake no leaves. I'm talking about no job. I can't work. I can't flip no burgers. I can't. If I ain't got no options, I try.
Right.
I tried if I ain't got no. But if I got, there's always somebody hiring. Nah, man. Hey, $80 an hour. That's good money, man. But
$80, yep.
At nighttime with the moon out, man, coyotes be howling, probably, man. What?
Yeah. Hey, but if it's within city limits, man. Still though, I don't know.
Bro, we talking about a cemetery. I ain't talking about not a little. I'm talking about one.
No big boys, like big the boys. Ones you see in New Orleans. One of those guys.
Right. You out there, man. Man.
Oh man.
know. But anyway, man, y'all think about that one too, man.
That was a good one, man. That was a good one.
Would you do that one? I know all the people that's hardcore ain't scared of nothing. Okay, but hey, nighttime you hear something howling, you in the cemetery, and what if you just hear something rustling but you don't see nothing?
There be some paper, you know, the wind be blowing, be hitting up against something.
Man, you might swear somebody coming up out the grave, though, man.
Right. Oh, man, that was a good one, bro.
Hey, man, but anyway, man, you know, we these gun laws, man, I don't want to get into talk about that. You know, we're going to wrap it up quick, but, man, it's been talked about whether we should loosen the restrictions or tighten them, you know, and before we go any further into it, man, I want to send prayers and condolences to the family members of those killed in that Nashville shooting, man. Another horrible event like that. Like,
yep. Shout out to the family members, all the school, all the students, parents, teachers, bus drivers, janitors, principals, everybody that was there that was involved in that situation, man. Our condolences go out to y'all.
Absolutely. It's crazy that every time we turn around, it seems like, man, there's something new on, some new mass shooting. So it is sparking debate, and you know, we're not one that's here for debate, but it's something that you all can personally think on. So for me, just think on that. You know, what changes can we do? We ain't got to fight and bicker over it, but it's something that we got to look at, you know, and decide together as a people collectively, like, what we're going to do, something's got to change. So with that said, man, hey, I appreciate y'all stopping by, man. You know, I see the blue lights behind us, so we're going to keep it moving, man. Hollering at your boy on the corner, man. We're going to throw it back to Stan, man.
Oh, yeah, man. So, you know, I ain't got nothing else, man. I just appreciate y'all tuning in, you know, and y'all can find us, you know, everywhere. It's YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok. So hit us up, man, on any of those social media platforms. Real Men Talk Podcast. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share. You know, let us know what y'all think about the show. So, man, with all that being said, we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
It's the March.